Yayo, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button and join my family. It's lit here. They love it here. No, but for real, and for everyone, please hit that like button if you will, and turn on the post notifications so that you get notified every time that I post. So today I'm really excited because I have something really special for you guys. Today I have a special guest and I'm going to be doing a lace frontal on her. And the reason I am so excited is because this is her very first lace front. And actually she didn't even know what a lace front was until like the other day. So today I'm going to make sure that I'm being very gentle with her and that I do my very best. Not like in the last video where I just slapped my wig on. I'm going to take her through the whole process so that she gets the full experience. So right now I'm just slicking back her hair. I couldn't do braids because she has a short pixie cut, and that's fine. I'm just gonna tie it up in a rubber band and slick it back with some gel. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna let this rock for a little bit. Okay, and we are back. So after you make your client look like the Joker, you want to next make sure that you make her look like Dr. Evil from Goldmember. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just putting the cap on. And honestly, guys, the bald cap method, I said bald cap. The bald cap method is really scary. Honestly, especially the method where you pull the cap down all the way over the face and the eyes and then cut it out. And you know, this was her very first time. She like I wasn't going to do that. Like, she was already terrified. And I just wanted to make her feel comfortable. She didn't really know what was going on. So to make her feel even more comfortable, I was explaining everything that I was doing, letting her know why I did it, and you know, just educating her while I'm doing her hair. So that's what I'm doing right now. I already cut out the ears, and I was making sure that everything was tucked and her hair wasn't coming out the ear holes because her hair is kind of loose. So right now I'm just spraying the cap, rubbing in the spray to make sure that I get no lifting, and I'm gonna make sure that I spray from ear to ear so that it could be laying from ear to ear and I won't have any lifting. Then I'm just gonna blow dry it. Okay, so after I blow dried it, I placed the wig on her head to make sure that it fitted well, and I wanted to make sure that if it was too big, I can make it tighter and kind of get a map out of how I'm going to place it on her head. And I just wanted to make sure that it was comfortable for her. I went in and did some more plucking because the lace, it came with a nice hairline. I think it was pre-plucked, but the part was very close together and I didn't like it. It didn't look natural, so I went in and plucked some more just to make it look a little more realistic. And if you want to know where I got this wig from, I'm going to put it down in the description below. She let me pick out the wig. She was very like willing to let me do what I wanted as long as the wig was red or had some red in it. She didn't care. So right now I'm just going to keep plucking and I'm gonna be right back. So once I'm done plucking the hair, I'm gonna go in with my razor and start cutting the bald cap. And when you cut the bald cap, you want to make sure that after you cut it across or do whatever you're going to do, that you start modifying it to fit their face and their hairline so that it won't look too off when you put the wig on, so it can look as natural as possible, like their natural hair and their natural hairline. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going in and cutting up the bald cap, making sure that the sides are a little bit higher because that's how our hairline was. And after you do that, if you have any lifting, you want to make sure that you're going back in to glue it down, because you do not want the edges of the cap lifting up because that will show. You want to make sure it's melted. After I do that, after I touch up the bald cap and make sure it's laying down, I'm going in with the blow dryer and I'm going to make sure that the cap is really dry. And we stop for a dance break. yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I see y'all. Period. Anyway, so after I do that, I'm gonna go in with her foundation color and I'm gonna put it on the bald cap so we can be giving scalp, because that's what we give around here. We give scalp. Dr. Evil Who. Period. But anyways, I'm gonna let this rock and I'm gonna be right back for the next step. Okay, so after I finish my bald cap, I put the wig on again and then I started cutting the lace. Just like the bald cap, you want to cut the lace so that it matches the hairline. If you have to cut off some of the hair on the lace, cut it off because you want it to look as natural as possible. You don't want too much hair on your forehead and you don't want it to be unnatural looking. And make sure when you're cutting the lace to cut it in jagged lines, and that's why I use the razor. The razor helps, but when you're using scissors, you want to make sure that you twist and turn the scissors and make sure that you're not cutting straight across because that makes the lace more visible. As you can see, once I cut the lace, I cut off some of the hair on the lace to make it look more real. And yeah, so I pulled it back and I'm about to put the glue on. So make sure when you put in the glue on, you're doing even coats so that the glue won't be seen. And I do 3 coats. So after I've done my 3 coats, I'm just gonna go ahead and blow dry it. And I want to make sure that the glue gets tacky. You see me put my 3 fingers up to let you know that I did 3 coats. And I'm just blow drying it until the glue gets tacky and making sure that the ball cap is not lifting up again. Guys, I told y'all I'm being very thorough with this right now because I want it to be, I just really wanted her to like it. I mean, it was her first lace and I didn't want her to have a bad experience. So that's what I'm doing right now, making sure that everything is right. So after I do that, I'm going to place the lace down in the glue. You don't want the glue to dry, guys. Do not let the glue dry. Make sure that it's tacky, meaning sticky to the touch, okay? So right now I'm just pressing down her lace, and I'm going to get a brush and I'm going to use the edge of it to press in the edges of the lace so that I can make sure that everything looks melted and very much scalp like. So I'm going in with the tip of my brush and I'm separating the edges or the baby hairs from the rest of the hair, and I'm pressing in lightly. Told you I'm trying to be like really soft with her right now. I don't want to hurt her. So that's what I'm doing, making sure that everything is pressed in and melted. So I'm gonna let y'all rock again, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so sometimes you'll have spots of glue that has already dried, so some of the lace will be looking up. Do not be scared to go back in and put another layer and make sure that every part of the lace is laying down. So that's what I was doing. I was touching it up, and now I'm separating the baby hairs. My storage did get full and the camera shut off, so I cut the baby hairs off camera, but make sure that you're going in with the hot comb. I don't care what type of client you have. Always make sure you go in on your wigs with a hot comb because it can look great, but that hot comb is gonna make it look 10 times better, okay? So all right, now I'm doing her baby hairs. She never had her baby hairs done before, so I really wanted to add that because at first I wasn't going to because I didn't know. I wasn't sure if that's what she liked, but she told me she was okay with it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing her baby hairs, and like, guys, y'all, I'm a perfectionist to an extent, and I was like, I kept like stopping, taking out the baby hair, redoing it. Like, yeah, I just really wanted her to like it. And I also did her eyebrows, and this is the finishing product. Y'all, like, look at her. She is so cute. Oh my gosh. But that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna add some more videos of her. Hey, so if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and share it. And that's gonna be all. Peace, or as they say in the Hebrew language, shalom.